Welcome back. So in Meadow, we're pretty big on excellence. Excellence in academics, excellence in sports, excellence in everything. And that's why we push the MI, the multiple intelligences, to show that every child matters. It's time for us to award the graduating class of 2020, Year 11 and Year 12.
For an artistic performance in art, give it up for our Picasso, Efosa Afe. For an impressive performance in auto mechanics, the award goes to Adeziogo Enwo. With a commendable performance in catering, the Best Student Award goes to Davida Tom George. With a remarkable performance in biology, give it up for David Akibi. With a sound knowledge of chemical blend and chemical use, Best Student Chemistry, Year 12, Adeziogo Enwo. With a unique understanding and performance in civic education, please put your hands together for Adeziogo Enwo. For an outstanding performance in computer studies, Year 12, the award goes to Ibrahim Gimba. The best overall student in English, Year 12, Adeziogo Enwo. With a brilliant performance in economics, please put your hands together for Ibrahim Gimba. For the best performance in French, the award goes to Monsieur Oyefeso Odusami Oluwatosin. With a spectacular performance in further maths, stand up, put your hands together for Ashekpe Oluwa Oyedepo. Overall best performance in mathematics, award goes to Adeziogo Enwo. With an outstanding performance in physics, Year 12, give it up for Adeziogo Enwo. Best overall performance in technical drawing, give it up for David Akibi. The award for the best overall performance in Year 12, Set 2020, goes to Adeziogo Enwo.
Good afternoon, honored guests, family, friends, staff, and the graduating class of 2020. My name is Adeziogo Enwo, and I am honored to be giving this speech. I remember when I first transferred to Meadow, a year to IGCSE, clueless about the British curriculum, I wasn't very confident. I've always set very high standards for myself, but this time I kept getting overwhelmed. Gradually, I lost my motivation to keep trying. But with the help of my teachers, I got back on the right track. Thank you for the time spent on guiding me. Thank you for your patience in answering my never-ending questions. And thank you for your care, with which you nurtured my motivation and confidence. Thank you, teachers. Motivation is key. Without motivation, there is no success. There are many ways to motivate yourselves. Personally, I like watching videos of the universities I want to go to. It gets me daydreaming about being there myself. Believe it or not, this is a very effective stress reliever as well. Your way of letting this may differ from mine, but what's important is that we all have a healthy outlet for stress. Stay motivated. Staying motivated might prove a challenge in today's world. Coronavirus, a problem with no solution in sight. COVID-19 will leave its impact on the world, leaving the world more virtual than physical. Already we're having a virtual graduation. As a graduate and step into a world ravaged by COVID-19, I hope that we can all adapt to change. Rather than building castles in the air, take all opportunities to improve yourselves. Life is an adventure in ever-changing terrains. If you cannot adapt, you will be left behind. Thank you.
And now we have the subject awards for Meadow Year 11 Graduating Student 2020. Best Performance in Accounting. The award goes to Ozioma Nwagu. The Best Overall Student in Art, Brittany Osanyade. With an outstanding knowledge of cells, organisms, and living things, put your hands together for the best student in biology, Yaya Yusuf. For an outstanding performance in business studies, put your hands together for Ozioma Nwagu. With the right chemical blend, the best student in chemistry, Yaya Yusuf. For the best performance in computer studies, the award goes to Brittany Osanyade. For an outstanding performance in design and technology, Akinwole Akinbolagbe. For the best performance in economics, the award goes to Tonyo Oluwatimisola. The best overall student in English, Brittany Osanyade. For the best culinary skills in food and nutrition, Odukale Nifemi. The best student in French goes to Monsieur Manuel Ayima. Overall best performance in further maths, Yaya Yusuf. Overall best performance in geography, the award goes to Olorunifemi Ashaolu. For an outstanding performance in global perspective, give it up for Erin Ajay. For a unique performance in history, give it up for Oluwatimisola Tonyo. With an exceptional performance in ICT, best student in ICT, Oluwabuyikumi Owodusi. Best overall student in literature goes to Nifemi Odukale. The best overall student in mathematics, Adeolu Odu Onikosi. Best overall student in physical education, we call him Tochukwu Umunna. For an outstanding performance in physics, put your hands together for Yaya Yusuf. For an outstanding performance in sociology, give it up for Onyema Ozioma. For coming out as the global winner, Francophone category of the Wole Soyinka International Cultural Exchange Award, a warm round of applause for Thelma Ienacho. Congratulations, Thelma. In recognition of your service, commitment, and dedication to the student voice and the improvement of the school, the award of service goes to the outgoing senior prefect, Anjola Fajobi.
Good morning, class of 2020, parents, teachers, and ALT members. My name is Angela Fajobi, the outgoing senior prefect, and I'm deeply honored to be receiving the service award. I'm just going to start by saying that all my fantasies I had of my graduation ceremony, I never thought it would be through a screen. But thinking about it, our set has always been unique. It was a set that wrote like 100 exams in year 9, didn't write IDCSE, and is having graduation while having a global pandemic. Honestly, I had trouble writing this. All I could think to say is we made it. We made it through 3.5 mocks, the highs and lows in many friendships, literally having a new set of people from year 8 till now, when so many people kept coming and leaving, and of course the whole emotional journey that comes with being in secondary school. So yes, we made it. Our set has been able to adapt in ways no other set have had to. The truth is, year 11 was not a bed of roses. Many times it felt like everything going on was just a subtle way of trying to break us. Many of us tried our hardest to do well in several mocks, equally be brilliant prefects, and of course the pressure to be an overall amazing student was just sometimes so unbearable that all that was left to do was scream. In fact, I personally broke down several times. Tears became my constant pastime, and I know I was a trial to Mrs. Okeo, Mr. John, and Mrs. Owole. Those early weeks challenged my mother in particular, but love is patient and supportive. Most importantly, as the Bible tells me in 2 Timothy 4:17, the Lord stood by me and gave me strength. And it's true, God was there when I was overwhelmed by my responsibilities, when we were all confused with the volume of work we had, when we just wanted to accept that C in math or that E in biology so we could just move on. But he said no, he will soar like eagles, and we did. Regardless of every and anything, by his grace we overcame it all. The fact is, with God, all things are possible. And when you have that in your heart and combine it with hope, then you are able to strive and keep calm in the face of storms. You see, hope not only makes your journey much more pleasant, but you might also be guaranteed of success, especially when it's combined with action and hard work. Surely it was tough, but believing in positive outcomes and happy endings, that's what got us through it. Knowing it was just a few moments of hardship to prepare us for a lifetime of success and happiness, because getting through high school is just the beginning. This was just the preparation for the foundation of our future. I would like to thank Meadow College, the ALT, the principal and the vice principals, my teachers, especially those who believed in me from the very beginning. I will not accept any mediocrity from me. The SRC, my co-prefects and my fellow students, it has been a pleasure to serve you, and I wouldn't trade this for anything. This has been an experience of a lifetime that I will always cherish. I would also like to thank my mom for always being there.
For a consistent and outstanding academic performance in the set 2020, the Valedictorian Award goes to Brittany Osayade.
Good morning, friends, family, Meadow faculty, and my fellow graduates. My name is Brittany Osayade, and I'm this year's set of 2019/2020's Valedictorian. I stand before you to tell you the story of our flashbacks. About 8 years ago, I was in the backseat of a car, passing by the Meadow Hall building in wonder of if life would change by having the privilege to attend. After watching several graduating ceremonies, I dreamed that one day I'd take the stage, and that dream has thankfully come to fruition. I have changed tremendously just by walking past the hallways filled with laughter, tears, excitement, and anxiety with you all. Although the memories have been beyond nostalgic, they can never compare to the challenges that were intimidating we faced. I remember the races we had in order to grab a meat pie from the talk shop, bargains made for ice cream, and competitive atmospheres of inter-house sports. The fun memories of daily adventures and the competitions, scuffles of IGCSE during prefectship responsibilities, and when we organized the first formal. Just by that singular act, we contributed immensely to the school's foundation and will be a set that will be very unforgettable. It feels as if it was just yesterday when our naive selves walked into the hallway on our first days of year 7, but as Orrin Hatch once said, graduation isn't the end, it's the beginning. And as we take our step in this marathon of life, we need to understand that it is not a sprint, but great things do happen without rush. The obstacles life throws at us as teenagers easily piled up, especially with the continuous environments of many adults failing to understand times have changed. I had a perfect support system of flow artistry that my first sister Natalie introduced me to, and my second sister Frances always answering my FaceTime calls whether I panicked or cried or needed somebody, and I know a lot of us in the set had personal support systems as well. For those succeeding us, I advise you to look up to God. when things do get rough. And do not give up. Do not give in to peer pressure or negative influences. Be unique and find your talents, and eradicate toxicity from your life. Just prevent yourself from bottling up emotions and thoughts, as talking to somebody is the best option. On behalf of the Year 11 students, we are grateful to the entire Meadow Hall faculty for watching us grow through the years. And being celebrated today, I express great gratitude to the Meadow Hall faculty for cultivating important parts of our lives. Most of us here wished for the ideal graduation with all the usual solemnity and glamour, but in adjustment to the new normal, we are making the best out of our current situations. As distinctive as this celebration may be, I sincerely appreciate the Meadow Hall faculty for giving me the honor not only to be your valedictorian, but to utter these beautiful words. Set of 2019-2020, we finally did it. Congratulations.